Happy holidays, everybody. This is my third trip to both Pottery Barn and HomeGoods. So we have another video. Yesterday, I was at the largest Pottery Barn in my area, close enough to me. That was the one at Gulfstream Park. That's the Villages. I'll put the proper name here on the screen. There's actually a racetrack in there. It's a whole thing. And across the street from that Pottery Barn is a gigantic Crate and Barrel. So if you live Fort Lauderdale, Boca, way down south, like Miami, further south, you can still go to that store because it is definitely worth the field trip. So today now, I have to deal with two things. My first stop is HomeGoods. If you watched my HomeGoods video, I bought these cushions for my son. I had planned to return something. I was looking at the receipt and I realized they charged me twice for those pillows. So instead of paying $35 for those pillows, they're actually $70. Oh no. So I go to my local HomeGoods, and I'm giving you the whole story because it's worth talking about. Go to my local HomeGoods, tell them what happened. They tell me I have to come all the way back up here to Boca. So I'm in Boca right now again. Boca Raton, my first video. She said they have to review the video and then give me the refund. Okay, fine. I'll shop around the store, just do a little walk around, maybe film some more while they give me back that, because I'm not giving them that extra $35. That's absolutely ridiculous. At that price point, I might as well have gotten a cushion cover from Pottery Barn. Then I have to go to Pottery Barn because I have to return this. So let me show you what this is. This beauty right here. I wanted the smaller size. I accidentally ordered this by mail. This is the snowflake platter, gingerbread style, but this is that big platter. This is on sale too, so this is a great steal as well. I will be putting tags in this video. So what you're going to see in the video is mostly Pottery Barn yesterday, the big store. Definitely worth watching because I filmed more. I took my time. There's lots of floor samples in there too, so that's fun, especially if you live in this area and you see something I showed you, like that Remy chair. Some of these things were half off in that store, and there was this beautiful console. I wish I had the $699 to buy it. You'll definitely see it, but I'm going to return this as well. So I'll also be going to Pottery Barn here in Boca to return this little beauty right here. You can definitely take advantage of some of these sales if you want to get this whole gingerbread collection. It is viral. It is absolutely fabulous. You can also wait for after Christmas, but you're going to have to act fast and move fast, especially either online or in store. Okay, I don't like to fight things, and I do have my little gingerbread houses up now, which I will show you here. A photograph of it. Okay, so let's get into this video. I will tell you what happened and how long it took for them to resolve this cushion issue, which I now have to go take inside with a few other things. Let's get started. This is the first thing I saw, which is like a combination of Christmas and Valentine. I think this is fun. Great pricing. $4.99, that's a great deal for those cups and plates, and you can buy as little as you want or as much as you want. $5.99, you could also use some of those dishes like a little catch-all as well. All sorts of pretty. And then look at this. I love this wreath. That's all paper. Very sharp, but still pretty. You could use it to decorate your cubicle at work or your desk. It's a pretty styling. You can use it to decorate your craft room. This is a decor piece that you can hang, suspended on your door, from your ceiling. And then look at this wreath with the little roses. Over here, there's this huge little topiary display, but it was super weak and not sturdy at all. It's $39.99. I would skip that one unless it needs to tighten up in some spot. Maybe somebody loosened it up a little bit, but it wasn't sturdy at all. There's already candles as well, $6.99. Very, very pretty. Look at all the Valentine. I went on Wednesday, came back on Friday, 2 days later, and then look at this whole display. I was like, where did all this stuff come from? This is all glass, that love sign, and it's $12.99. There's houses. Look at the dog carrying the little love envelope. All sorts of cuteness. And then look at this little box of chocolates with a dog in it. $14.99. You could just use it to decorate anything. You don't have to buy everything, but you can buy a few of these, and it's so pretty. What was this one? I think that's a garland. Look at this that I found at the bottom, this little candle holder. Didn't get it, but I thought that's something really pretty. Like for a girl's room too, $16.99, or a teenager. They'd love something like that. Even your late 18, 20-year-old would love something like that. Here is the jar again, but a larger jar. Inside of it, I think it has a garland, $24.99. The first one, somebody took off the top, the one in the back. You saw the top. This is a different version of it, little taller, little slimmer, but costs more money. So there are these jars with all the goodies in it. This was super heavy, and I couldn't move it, and I couldn't find the price. And then look at the nutcracker. I think the nutcracker is adorable, $14.99. If you love your year-round nutcracker themed, these are fabulous. Look at the hearts here. That's pretty too. $14.99. That's not bad. Good sizing as well. About 14 to 16 inches tall. And look at this one with the cloche and the whole thing with the cake stand. I love that. That's $19.99. Here's a little pillow. Just a cute little decorative accent pillow. Look at this pretty little pink mug. This is $4.99. Very pretty. Love the colorway too with the gold handle. Lots of little fun decorative bits for Valentine's, and if you are a crafter like me, you could use this all year round in your craft room. That's $9.99 for that heart. I think that heart was metal, like a light metal. There's this wood decorative piece too that says love. That's $19.99. That's pretty, nice and solid. You could use it to decorate your mantle. That wreath is nice, but this I saw just hiding at the bottom. This is something new, the pearl bow. It's 17-inch and it's a resin wall decor. Didn't get it, but I thought, that's interesting. Great for your craft room, teen, yourself, your vanity area, anywhere. Really, really pretty. I think it was $39.99, I believe. Yes, it's $39.99. Isn't that fabulous? There was only one, and it's the right shade of pink. It's all covered in these little pearls. So pretty. There's also the XOXO in the wood sign. That's $24.99. Nice sizing, around 8 inches tall. Here is another fun display. Look at this tall one. I mean, this is really, really cute. If you love this styling and you love Valentine's, that's $29.99. If you're a teacher and you want to do something special for your classroom, these are nice decorative bits that you can use every single year. That's $19.99 for the gold one, and it's on like a marble base. There's this wooden one, hand carved wood that was about to topple. That's $24.99. And then some cupcakes, I think these were ceramic, $12.99. Then again, maybe just resin. There is a little gingerbread house, and it worked because it's brand new. I bet you come back 2-3 weeks later, it's not even lighting up. That's $14.99. And a screwdriver, which I just noticed now. That is $9.99 for a little, I think that's a gopher or something. And this is another jar again, filled with the bits in color, $19.99. And look at this fun one. It's a donut cake stand. This one is $19.99. This is really cool. That could be all year round. If you love fun and whimsical, I was tempted. I didn't get it, but I was tempted. That could be all year long in my craft room. I love donut style crafting. Yeah, it's just a thing. This one looks like the Red Queen, $14.99. I guess she's like a female nutcracker. This is cute. It's just a little scene of houses, $14.99. I actually did get that one. As you see, I'm putting it in the cart. It's cute. It lights up. It'll take up a nice amount of space on my Calyx unit every Valentine. That's fun. Look at all the candles. So there's lots of Valentine candles. You could use this for your powder room. You could hang that bow in your powder room too. That might be very pretty. Look at this crystal stand. Oh, I love this. I thought that was just so pretty. Didn't get it, but I could appreciate the pretty. This is like a shorter version of it. That's $9.99. I like the hot pink. That's $9.99 with a little top. Pretty. And I had to make way for the teddy bear candle. Did smell that one. It was okay. It is $14.99 if you love a lot of candles, but I have to be careful with candles because I have allergies, so not everything works for me. This is pretty too, $9.99. So you see, just little bits can decorate any little area that you have. Even at work, you could just decorate your desk with some of this fun stuff. All year round, if you love pink, why not? But this is the best time to get all this pink goodness during Valentine's. Love, love, love. And we aren't even there yet, are we? Valentine's is what, 2 months away? Look at this little pretty planter with flowers. That's Martha Stewart. Did I see the price on this? Was it 59? I think that's pretty. Really has a spring feel. And I saw this. 16.99. Isn't that pretty? You could put like candies in there and such. I was tempted. I didn't get it, but I thought that could be nice in a craft room too, or anywhere in your kitchen. Put candies and such. Of course, I had to take a trip back to the wall of flowers. More of them. So I guess the last time I was here, the lady, she put everything nicely. $14.99 for one of them back there. They go between $14.99 up to $19.99. Some of the other sets will be $29.99. But look how she did it color coded too. I like that. Then I saw this on a wall. This is another hanging version of hydrangeas. That's $16.99. That's like a blue-green one. This poor lady, she must be like, what is she doing? And then here is a cream one. I think that's pretty too. Little decor. Again, bathroom, bedroom, office, anywhere. More planters. Look how they did this little decoration. I love all the white planters, and then they tuck in the little orchids. I couldn't move them though because most of them were super heavy. I think that inner one, that little small inner one, I think was $29.99 or $39, and then they keep on going up. These are like super heavy, and if I'm not buying it, I really didn't want to touch it because it's all laid out really, really nice. This one I was able to see, that's $39.99. And then look at this little strawberry. This can go from your Valentine, spring into summer. It's a little strawberry house, $34.99, resin, lots of fun. I think that's really cute. And you see the sizing? Not too big, not too small, but with my hand there, I would say roughly 12 to 13 inches tall. And look at that planter on the right side, gigantic. This was gigantic too. That's why I keep putting my hand in front so you can see a reference of, it looks a little bit smaller, but in real life, these are all huge in real life. Look at this pretty wall. Sometimes I just like to look at the pretty wall, and there is orchids. Look at this little magnolia. That is $39.99. Pretty. I just love all the walls of all the orchids and such. What you're seeing in this trip actually is two different home goods. So I'm just keeping the categories together. So you'll see daytime and then evening, because when I was on the way home, I made a stop. So there's two different home goods here. Look at this beautiful wall. Look at all of these spring wreaths. Oh, this is so super pretty. $39.99 for that one. That was a bouquet that somebody put in there. So this is what the wreath actually looks like. That bouquet is $19.99. Somebody just stuck it in there, but the wreath by itself looks like this. And that one looks like just a whole bunch of baby's breath. So pretty. This you could also use for Easter too. Maybe not the roses at that color. Some of these, like this one, can be used during Easter as well. You know, you can tuck things in it using maybe removable adhesive. That's $39.99 for that pretty one. Very pretty. That could decorate. Craft room, office, all the things. This is a long planter. So they were all turned and tucked in there. That's very pretty for your window. That's $49.99. I think those are azaleas, right? This was a different style, more rounded. And I think this one you can hang, but I really couldn't get a good grip on it. That's $59.99 because I think the flowers will drape over. This was a purple one doing the same thing, the same draping. Very pretty as well. $59.99. This is cute with the beads. Simple, clean. That one is $24.99. That one is really pretty. Here are some lemons as a wreath. It is $34.99. That could go into summer. It looks like it has blueberries and lemons. And here it is as a swag, $24.99. That's pretty too. And I love the black and white bow. Another wreath, so pretty with the twig braiding. Amongst everything, they had this piece. I've seen this in pink and now I'm seeing it here in the gold. It is a lock and heart. I couldn't find a rate on it. It's by Rachel Zoe. $49.99. Pretty. That one has like peonies. It's pretty large, so I can see why the pricing was $49.99. This one is long, very pretty. I like greenery like that as well. Look at this one. It has like a fern plus the orchid. Really, really pretty. I was fighting to find the price on it. $99.99. That's a statement piece. You can use that in your entry, in your backyard, anywhere. These, ginormous. Again, huge planters. Couldn't see the price. I wish somebody had stuck the price in the front. Then they have all these cute decor pieces. That's a Buddha, $16.99. Lots of fun little things that you can put in your garden and such. That's like little wood pieces. That's very nice. Did you see the little sloth there? I think that's fun. If you like quirky, I think that's quirky and fun. There's a little dog. So there's all sorts of bits. Then there is the standard gold Buddha. So if you've been wanting a Buddha, this might be the time. Spring shopping. Get yourself your Buddha. If you do a lot of yoga in your backyard, why not? Or maybe in your yoga room. I have a craft room. Maybe you have a yoga room. And then there's these smaller planters. Then look at this with the wicker. I think that's so pretty. Little bit lightweight though. It wasn't like super sturdy. So I wouldn't put nothing super heavy in it. $16.99. So you can tell by the price that it's not crazy heavy, but very pretty. Here's a little planter that's like in a turquoise teal colorway. Pretty. Heavy. Super heavy. That's why I didn't move it. This is a little terracotta planter. That's $19.99. So I'm showing you all the little spring things that you might want to get and just put in your garage or put in your room. It's a sad time during winter, so maybe you want to have some bright flowers just to cheer you up. Then they have all these lanterns with the bulb. This one is $24.99, and then I guess it goes up in price. The larger one is $24.99 as well, so they're all like pretty much the same price. That's interesting. And then this is a different style. If you love this style of pottery, they have a lot of it. Really, really fun, decorative. I saw a lady buying it. She had like about 5 pieces in her cart. That's $24.99. Look at the fish. I think that is so fun. I could see this. If I had a second house like one in Key West, I would have all of this for my Key West house. That's when coastal decor at HomeGoods comes into play, and also stuff like this. I could see all coastal and then all this fun. This is a very Florida thing too. If you want to just have color and fun and a burst of art in your backyard, a lot of folks like this as well. That big planter, that's $49.99. Not a bad price point for what you're getting, and super heavy. That's a mosaic pot. And then here's some other planters that are like wide. Look at this find that was on the floor. Huge. Another huge planter. Front door, back door. I think it said it was $35 marked down. Really, really pretty. And at that coloring, you could spray paint it too. Look at this throw. It's such a pretty, toasty, warm color. It's $29.99 with the bows on it. That's fun. Nice little throw. I would use that in my office if I had an office. I have my craft room office, so I guess I could drape that on my chair. Pretty. This is nice too. So they're bringing in throws, but like in this taupey colorway. So pretty. These can just be your throws all year round. You can store them in a basket too when it gets super hot. I'm in home decor. I saw this vase. That's very pretty. And did I get the price? I don't think so because it was crazy heavy. There are more decorative boxes. The smaller ones are like $16.99. The bigger ones, $24.99. This one, see, $16.99. Here is a fun white leather tray. I thought this was so pristine. I mean, they must have just put that out because it is like great condition. $29.99. I think that's so pretty. I didn't get it because I like the wooden ones, but I can appreciate that one. I know if I go back, somebody would have it, but I don't think I'm going back to Boca anytime soon. That's $59.99 for that gigantic pot that somebody put something else on top of it that was crazy heavy, so I didn't move it. This is like a modern piece. That's $24.99. You could put some buds in that or just a single stem. That's pretty. A lot of people like this little candle holder. That's $19.99 with the wicker piece. That's very popular. You could use that for your patio. These are popular too, the little green marble boxes. These are crazy heavy, $19.99, and a lot of times you have to inspect it because it's all chipped from all the moving, I guess. More boxes, different handle, and some decorative bowls. That's pretty. What did that say? $59.99. This green pot, pretty. I think that says $39.99. Crazy heavy. There's a bunch of them. So if you love this, it is large, heavy, but it can hold enough flowers. This now, stick a pin in this because when we go to Pottery Barn, you'll see this. This is the Joshua vase, the HomeGoods dupe of the Joshua vase. I thought that's funny. This is $12.99 for that little decorative metal bit. Cute little bookcase thing. But I was surprised to see the exact dupe. So we will see this again at Pottery Barn. I think I'm going to turn it now to get the price. It is $34.99 at Pottery Barn. I think that's at that size. What is that? Like 59 or 79? Something like that. So it is an exact dupe for the Joshua vase. And I'll put the name when we get to Pottery Barn so you remember. Available both in black and white. Here's a nice coffee table book. This one is called New York, $39.99. They have a lot of coffee table books now. If you want to decorate your anywhere, console, coffee table, etc., this is the time to go to HomeGoods and also Amazon. That was a little decorative piece right there, $19.99 for the rings. Here is another wall of all the vases in black. I like the white ones too, and I do like the terracotta cream kind of colorway, but I'm really loving all these black vases. So I always like to take a look and see if I can find any gems in here. There are these modern round ones. That's $19.99. On the bottom, that one is pretty too. There is a marble bowl. This is pretty. That is, how much is that? I think that was $24.99 too. I'm missing all these prices. This one is $19.99. Right next to it, look at all these fun finds. Look at these beautiful vessels, vase, all sorts of pretty. A lot of those ones on the bottom shelf, super heavy, so I couldn't even get into it. If I was going to buy it, then that's a different story. I'd have my two hands available to lift it up. I did treat myself to one the other day. That one is black with little, I don't know, nubs on it. That one was super heavy, but it was a fun find at HomeGoods. This is $29.99. That one is in blue, so there's a lot of blue vases. That one is pretty as well. Looks like something from Pottery Barn. Look at this beautiful black one. So pretty. What is that? $29.99. Here is a tall one. They had those marble spheres that you see on the bottom. Those were very big and very heavy. This was like a big shell at $39.99. Very big. And this one is very popular. I didn't get it, but a lot of people have it and they love it. Super duper heavy. I can barely turn it. I think it's $39 or maybe $49. And look at all the gold. So for the gold, if this gold is too bright, get some Rub and Buff, $29.99, and just rub it on there with your finger. And this is a small and a large size. The small one, $19.99. So you could get both of them. You could also take paint and like dab it on there and wipe it off and, you know, patina it type style. Is that Easter already? I think so. The little bunny. $14.99 for that cutie patootie bookend. So you get two bunnies, well, both of them $14.99 each, and then the little glasses on them. I thought that was so cute. Depends on what style you have. Look at all these decorative books. On the screen here, I'll put the 3 most popular ones to get. I can tell you, Curate, Create, and the third one, I always forget the name of it, but I'll put it here on the screen. Call It Home, I think it's called. This now, I was thinking, wow, that's perfect for the craft room. It's just a lot of wood. A lot of my furniture that I'm going to do in my new craft room is white. You could prime this and paint this white. I was curious about it because it's a Lazy Susan and it could fit a lot of goodies for your office, craft room, etc. I was definitely thinking craft room. Here is some more of the crystal for Valentine's. More decorative goodies, $14.99 for the one with the heart. This one, super lightweight, super delicate, $12.99. I don't know if I'd buy it because I'd probably break it or chip it. More of the crystal again, in different sizes. Look how tall that is for that candlestick holder. So they have like 3 sizes of it. $12.99 for that one. I think the bigger one might have been $14. That little short one, that was very sturdy, $12.99. This is $9.99. So here now I'm showing you if you did all three, how they would look together. I think that's pretty. You could do the different sizes. And that could be all year round again. And this one can hold your candles. That's $12.99. More candles. This one is more holiday themed. This, ginormous. Ginormous. It will hold a taper and is $16.99. Notice how I lift it up? The glass was attached to the base, which is nice. I was worried about it falling out, but I did double check it first before I lift it up. That's like a Christmas Valentine piece right there with no price. And look at what I found. If you watch my last video, which I will link here, which was a HomeGoods and Pottery Barn tour, I showed you an alabaster lamp in Pottery Barn. Here is a dupe for it in HomeGoods, $99 instead of $799, even though it's on sale for like $6 something. But here you get the version where it's light on the bottom, light on the top. You could do light on the top only, and then you could do light on the bottom. There was only one, but I think I'd like to find this set and get two because I love this whole styling here. There is this little lamp that is, I think that said $96 from $119. That was a little hollow base though. I thought it was pretty, but it was very hollow on the bottom. And then I saw this lamp and I said, well, aren't you gorgeous? The one with the black top and the black bottom. I was like, oh my goodness. If I had a bar, like a bar cart or something close to a bar cart, this would be it. Normally I wouldn't go for something like this, but I just thought, wow, aren't you a little statement? And I love the gold on the inside too. It was saying, I'm at a nightclub, but not. It's very pretty. Right beside it, there were some mirrors. So here I am showing you the mirrors. I'm in my all purple. See how empty my cart is? Because I wasn't buying anything, but I was certainly filming things for you guys. I was, waiting to go back to the top and talk to the manager. They're all different price points on these mirrors. But I'm back to the lamp again because I saw it again. I did the double take. Do you know when you see something and you're like, do I like it? And you go back and you're like, why am I back here again? I was looking at that lamp for a hot minute. This is a great little task light, $34.99. That's something you could actually use in a craft room because it is bright enough. So that was pretty. No, I didn't get it, but I thought about it for a second. I was like, green? Do I want green? It says it's cordless. It is a touch lamp. So if you don't have a plug nearby, it would work. And then it has different colorways, as you can see, 3 different ones. So there's like a blue light. That's interesting. Look at this bunny. I thought this was fun. So I guess we're also seeing a little bit of Easter too with the spring. That's $39.99 for the little bunny. And then there was a second bunny. And I guess depending on how you style it, they can be facing each other. I don't know why they didn't put them together, but they're like facing each other. I think that's really cute. Not a terribly large lamp either. Look at this pink fun one with the pink stripe lampshade and then the flowers. $59.99, perfect for spring. If you have your vanity room, like a whole dressing room, that would be pretty in there. $59.99, love that as well with the gold. If the gold is too bright, take some rub and buff and just rub on it. It will age it, make it look like brass. That is what, $49.99, another task lamp. I think that's fun as well. But I can't tell if I would get reflections from the lampshade. Another one that you could put some rub and buff and then, age it a little bit more. That would be cute. Rub and buff is a little like a medium, like a craft medium. You could age all of this for a few dollars if you think the gold is too bright. This lamp has fringe on it. So that's another statement piece. Look at this one. They're bringing in all the lamps. Your standard lamps, then the funky lamps. Have fun with the funky lamps. Depending on the mood you're in, why not? Look at this chair. That is $249. Comes with the cushion and the piping. I love the shade of green. That's a darker shade of green. So you see how it's way off? But this, pretty. Very pretty. Very pretty. And I love the scallop detail. That could be a nice seat. Again, craft room, office, anywhere. This is $109.99 and it comes with those little baskets that fit in it. I think that's cute too. I saw this. This was, how much is that? I can't see the price. Is it $39.99, I think? Pretty tall, but lightweight, but still pretty. Like a decorative piece, I could see that working. Here's another green chair. That's $4.99. Bar stools, $149.99. Then I decided to just take a look at some art. So now you're going to see in our Florida stores. Oh yes, it's a lot of coastal art. A lot of it. Key West craft room, your office. If you love the ocean, if you go to the ocean all the time here in Florida, why not put some of this art in your home? Or take pictures and then frame it yourself. That would be nice too. I do like all the coastal touches. And then look at the little parrot. So I was just showing you that we have a lot of coastal art, and there's a lot more, I guess, because now we're coming into 2026. Different price points too. That was $34.99. Look at the silly with the penguins in the bathtub. That's Key West with the turtle, $24.99. That's your South Beach scene right there with the walkway to the beach. And then to end HomeGoods, this is the Coastal Decor section. Vase, $19.99. Love the blue. There's this little decorative bit for your bookcase, your desk. I think that's so pretty. $24.99. Little Mermaid. That's very Key West too. $16.99. You could buy that cheaper probably at HomeGoods than at a souvenir store. $16.99 for the bit of coral. That's a great decor piece. Look at the fish. Fish is, what was that, $19.99? That's rather big and really does have that Florida coastal feel. Any state that has the waterways and all this, look, all of this works for all of that. Look at the little seagull. So cute. Very tall too. $24.99. I think that would be very nice. So that's it for HomeGoods. Okay, so here's the update. I met with the manager. She took my information. This time I took all the notes. I noted the date, time, and the manager's name because she said that they will review the video and it will take a couple days. Now I have to keep on checking and hopefully they call and get it resolved. I told her, listen, if it was $5, I'd let it go. But for $35, no. She said, I understand. So we'll see. But I think it'll all work out. At least documented my part in terms of me being in the store and speaking to the manager, Grace. Alrighty, now I'm on the way to Pottery Barn to return the beautiful snowflake platter. I did do a little bit of video in the store because in 2 days, it's completely changed. Not a lot of video because there's a lot of people in here. It's a holiday time. But I am done being on the road. I'm definitely not going out during the weekend or next week. No, can't do it. It gets too hectic for me, so, well, for everybody actually. Alrighty everyone, thanks so much for watching. I realized during editing, the video was going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. I am breaking up this video into 2 segments. The first segment is HomeGoods only. It is 2 HomeGoods, but I'm keeping everything together and grouping. The second video will be Pottery Barn, Crate and Barrel, and Our House. That will be video number 2 because it's just way too long, but definitely worth watching. I just got a text from Pottery Barn. They're now going into 60% off. I'm telling you, this is now after Christmas prices. If you see anything that you want, especially if you're a crafter and you're loving all this gingerbread fun, you know as crafters, we love our gingerbread and non-crafters as well. This is the time. It's not, it might be the time. This is the time. I think after Christmas, it's going to be your picking and then you're going to find broken things and all that drama. So why not just take advantage of the after Christmas sale at Pottery Barn and Crate and Barrel. Thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed everything. Enjoy your Christmas, stay safe, and Happy New Year. Take care. Bye.